Hello and welcome everyone. I am Diana Lovett of innerdrop.com. Welcome. Today we're going to talk about the three biggest things that are stopping us from making more money, developing new ways to do our work, and finally solving that issue that has been holding you back for a really long time. Sometimes I call this the art of mastering your best self, or no more playing small. I am so glad you're here. I'd like to start out with a heartfelt thanks to you for taking the time to be here today. And I also want to acknowledge you. Being here tells me that you are serious about your success, serious about creating real change, and serious about stepping into line with what your truth, desires, and purpose are for you and your luscious life. It tells me you are serious about creating lasting transformation that feels good in your soul and in your work. It tells me you're ready to confront the issues that never seem to budge, those same old ways of thinking and doing that keep you stuck and playing small. In a minute, I'll share why stepping up and standing out in real ways that have heart and soul are extremely important right now. And so, it is my deep intention to honor you by delivering to you the absolute best content that I can. I'm so excited about what I have for you. You're going to love it. First, before we dive in, I want us to take a deep breath together and drop into that sacred spot inside. I want you to receive the messages you need deeply and to where you need them the most. Let's create some sacred space together right now. Deep breath. Feel your feet on the floor, your butt in the seat. Breathe deeply and bring your attention to your heart, to your center, and give 3 deep breaths here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go. I want you to know that you're in the right place. If you notice that you've been stuck or stagnating, ignoring your desires and dreams, or that most days you feel like you're just being batted from one drama to the next, never focused on your bigger goals, you're also in the right place if you recognize that this is a time like no other. Right now, it is extremely important for women to show up fiercely and be ready to create the change that is needed. We need warrior goddesses. That's the image I like. This is Sekhmet from my trip to Egypt. Strong, ready for battle, yet acting with heart and soul. But problem is, most of us are being held up somehow, stuck, stagnating, or holding back, playing small. We never seem to be able to take that next step to really heal, grow, and change into the someone we've always known we were meant to be. What's keeping us as boss ladies from taking the steps to change the way we feel and work? We're not going for what we want, or asking for what we need, or chasing the dream we've always craved, or not healing that thing that has been an obstacle for oh so long. We're letting ourselves be way too bogged down with all the things in our head and caught up in the busy of everyday life. So we let those things stay buried and pushed aside. This desire, this calling, the knowing that what we want and need to be and do for ourselves, for our loved ones, and the world needs to come into the light for you and for us all. A bit later, I'll share how my 40-day immersion can be the game changer you've been looking for to break through this. So today I'm going to share with you some tips and insights on how to get out of these patterns and into creating a luscious life. So stick around to the end. I'll be sharing a fabulous 5-step manifesting guide to get you started right away on amazing ways to bring all these things into your life. It's really systematic, beautiful, and effective. So ladies, this is the place for you. If no matter where you are, you know you need to be stronger going forward. You know you need more tools. You know you need to finally heal that past pattern, hurt, trauma, or wall that is in your way. You need a system, a structure, a plan that is designed for you to safely and more easily go for these things. So keep listening, more is coming. Now, many of you who are here are new to the Inner Drop space and me, Diana, or you can just call me Di. So first I want to say welcome, and I want to share my story of how I came to know the power that focused healing work can have in all areas of your life, and how I came to be a healer and spiritual coach and design my signature healing program in immersions, the 40 Days to Leap and the 12-week Find Your Yes. This topic of mastering your best self and living your life with power, passion, and purpose is truly close to my heart, and you'll immediately understand why. So, here's my story. Many years ago, I was getting my degree from a fancy college while also working in a restaurant. Well, you know what? I really majored in, because I did it for a really long time, waiting tables and running restaurants. I got stuck in that one wonderful, wild, and draining business for quite a while. It's a business that quickly becomes your life and your lifestyle. The long hours, fast pace, and high drama seeped into all areas of my life. This is also how I got to be the crazy foodie I am today as well. Well, it was my life, and I thought it was good. I was making good money. I loved the food, the culture. It was an authentic Italian restaurant when I started in San Diego, and the people I worked with loved it. I had tons of free time during the day to go to the beach, like it was San Diego. Why not? What's not to love, right? I continued on in that biz for many years, working my way up to eventually running restaurants and to being the boss lady. But I got way off track for a long time, and my body, emotions, and spirit rebelled. For years, I filled that empty space with all sorts of temporary remedies, hoping to trick my mind, body, and soul into thinking I was happy, I had a life, I had a path. I turned to remedies like caffeine, wine, eating crappy food, shopping for things I didn't need, and work and more work to feel better, to fill the void. Well, this caught up with me. My body was achy beyond my years. I slept too much. I wasn't in my heart. I was cranky and moody, running on adrenaline all the time, not showing up for my friends when they needed me. I was lost. After many years in this cycle of going nowhere, I had a mini breakdown crisis crash. Surprised? Looking back, I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner. The moment I asked for help is so vivid in my mind. I was running a busy neighborhood restaurant here in the Seattle area, where I am now, and after a crazy busy weekend brunch, I sat down in a booth in the back of the restaurant with a friend who was also an employee and said, I need help. You guys, this is so not me. I hate to ask for help. I don't do that, especially not when I'm the boss and supposed to be strong and have it all together. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. I am so much better at this now. But then I was at the end of my rope. I was truly lost and feeling it in my body, in my relationships, and in my work, and mostly my spirit, but I couldn't have told you that then. My friend recommended a couple of healers and a therapist. I booked appointments right away. It was the Reiki energy healing session with a healer that soon became my teacher that set me on the path I'm on today. After more sessions and more work drama that I could not reconcile in myself, I quit. I was the boss, and I quit. I felt like a traitor, but I just knew I wasn't serving the job or myself anymore. I had no prospects of work lined up, and I was beginning to realize just how far gone I was. Yikes. But I knew at a deep level that this was the right decision. I knew I needed to fill myself back up. I was out of alignment with my power, my passion, and my purpose. That's an understatement. I was just stuck doing the job, and it was sucking the soul out of me because it wasn't feeding my soul. Heck, I wasn't even considering my soul. My cup was empty, the well was dry, and now I had to fill it back up. That healing session that started me on my path was long ago, but it cleared the way and set the container for all that was to come. The time between that first session and when I started my current healing practice are far apart. But in that time between, I unwound from the lifestyle and habits that had held me captive for so long. I took tons of classes in Reiki and became a Reiki master. I studied Tarot, Kabbalah, Munaki, sound healing, chakras, essential oils, crystals, and herbal remedies, and so much more. I went on retreats. I went on a spiritual journey to the sacred sites of Egypt. Amazing. You'll see a lot of slides from Egypt coming up, so take a look. Awesome. Best trip ever. And I studied with many powerful teachers and had many, many more energy work sessions. I came to know myself and the tools to deepen that connection. I learned the healing techniques and spiritual coaching tools I use today in my programs and sessions. All of these things paved the way for me to take amazing steps to become the healer and coach I am today. Does any of my story ring true for you right now? In today's talk, I'm going to share some tips that you can use right away to start on your own path of transformation. I want you to break through the big obstacles that are keeping you stuck and playing small, just like I was. I want you to have the skills and support to go for what you want. So here's the first thing I really want you to get. You're going to see as we go along that I am passionate, very passionate about what I do. And that is because I am passionate about women. I am passionate about spiritual work, and I'm deeply passionate about the transformations that happen when spiritual women step up and come forward. Especially women who are ready to do things better, different, and with heart, and from their very own place of truth. So if you're a woman, and especially if you're a boss lady as well, and you are hearing me, I know that you have, and you know that you have a calling and a big gift to share. What I like to call your big work. That's what I call work from your heart and soul. And you're determined to get it out in the world in a big way and create the life you want, i.e., not someone else's idea of what success is or how your life should be. So maybe this is your moment to change, to really take steps in creating what you want, to heal what has been keeping you stuck and playing small. We as women are playing a major role in this massive shift in consciousness going on right now. And that is an understatement with all that's going on. We can no longer afford to stay stuck in excuses, old patterns, or old paradigms. The need for our work is just too great. So no more hiding out, ignoring things within and around us, and not standing up for what has heart and meaning for us. Yeah. And that's truly what this talk is about today. We need these skills as boss ladies, moms, partners, friends, the skills to learn how to overcome the obstacles that are keeping us stuck in old patterns, the skills to reach higher and to go for what you want. To learn the skill of being in alignment with your power, passion, and purpose. To learn the techniques that power your body, mind, and soul so you can do your big work. To learn how to be in the real world and in your heart and get stuff done. In other words, achieve your desires. So let me share with you very quickly what we're going to cover in the rest of the talk today, and then we'll dive in. At this point, it's a good idea to get some paper if you want to take some notes. So today we're going to talk about the 3 major obstacles that keep you from creating real change, i.e. transformation, and how the synergy of the energy work and spiritual coaching I do can help them easier to break through and release patterns that have been keeping you stuck. Why this work cannot be done in your head only. And I'll share amazing ways that will accelerate all the potential that you want to bring in. I love to give a ton of high quality content, and today I'm going to go overboard because I'm so passionate about this. So here's my commitment to you that I'm going to give you all I can possibly give you today. And I know that there will be pieces that you are going to want more information on. As a matter of fact, I have that free guide that you've seen pictures of here, and I'll tell you about that at the end. It's an awesome 5-step guide that will give you a great start on implementing some of these ideas we're talking about today. It's an amazing system to start manifesting, co-creating, and attracting your dreams. You may feel like you've heard this before, law of attraction, vibrations, vortex, goals, affirmations, da 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 da. And some of these things are in the guide, but there's so much more. And the way I've designed this guide and the tools I've included are super cohesive and more systematic. You will get results if you work these 5 steps. And I know you're going to be really eager to dive into that. This guide will allow you to do just that. And I'm thrilled to say, stick around to the end because I'll tell you how to get that free guide. I'll also share with you how you can get much more information from me in a soul alignment session. It's a free call with me for 30 minutes. You can do it over Skype or on the phone, and I'll tell you about that at the end too. It's awesome. There'll be more details on that, so hang on. So I want to start off with the 3 major obstacles that are keeping you from creating real change and transformation. This is so important, you guys. When you hear them, you're going to recognize that you do them. We all do. But the key here is how to stop doing them, because they are the things holding you back, keeping you playing small, and not doing your big work. If you can manage these 3 things, you're going to be awesome. I'll also let you know that by working on them consciously, daily, and with some sort of support, they can be overcome and brought under control. So the number one thing that comes up when you are wanting to change or do something you've never done before, guess what it is? Those pesky gremlins. They are those things we tell ourselves that keep us from ever taking a step or making a change. They are things like, you can't do that. Who do you think you are? Or all the yeah buts. I have a little story for you about yeah buts. I used to have a grade school teacher long time ago, obviously, who would quickly reply, "Yabbits live in Yungles. Yabbits live in Yungles." Every time a student would start off with this phrase. Annoying, but it kind of works. I mean, I still remember it after all these years. So, yabbits are things like, yeah, but I don't have the money. Yeah, but I can't afford it. Yeah, but I don't have the time. Yeah, but I'm too tired. Yeah, but I'm too busy. I have too many kids. I have too much housework, too much hair, whatever. That last one was a nod to the I have to wash my hair excuse. You ever use that one? Then there are the overwhelm bits to this. The I don't know where to start. I can't see how the pieces are going to come together. What if I fail? What if I succeed? These are things that are stopping you before you even get started. I don't know which way is the right way. You're afraid to make a wrong decision or any decision, so you don't. The solution to these is coming up. And then my personal demon, futility. It won't work. I'll do all this work or invest in this, or go to this seminar, or do this practice, or do the guidebook, or start eating good food, whatever. And then you say, and nothing will happen. Gads. All these things sound familiar, right? Yep. Super smart these gremlins are. They stop us before we can even get going. I'm going to tell you about some solutions to crush those gremlins in my next point and why they are so powerful. So, number 2. We touched on some of the ways it shows up in the negative self-talk points that we just talked about, i.e. the gremlins. It's fear. That's really what all those gremlins are doing. They think they are protecting you. Just realizing that this is why they are telling you those things can totally banish them. Say to yourself, oh, that's just fear. And then when you hear them, you can tell them, it's okay. We're safe. We're going to do this thing and we will be okay. Say that to them. It's when you acknowledge it that you have control over it. Fear of the unknown is a built-in safety system, but it is also highly effective at keeping us stuck and not growing towards what we want to create. We are built for the familiar. Things that aren't familiar to our system trigger all sorts of physical responses that tell us to stop, proceed with caution, or even run. Do you ever feel this? It might show up as anxiety, nervousness, or downright avoidance of those situations. You can feel it in your body, and then the mind kicks in with all the excuses to not go to that class, to not schedule that important meeting, to not get healing work done, to not break that bad habit, to not ask for the next piece that you need to grow. That stops us from creating a new path, a new way of being. It stops us from healing. It stops us from asking for what will make you happy, successful, and allow you to do your big work. The more we exercise these muscles to do, go, and be different, the more rewiring that happens within us. We build trust and power within ourselves. We trust our being more. We know that we will do it and it will be okay. Each time we stretch, we should tap into that sacred spot, what I call our inner drop. It's the place within where you check in and get a reading, like on a compass, a source of support or an affirmation of the truth of your powerful self and the situation. It's your higher self, your intuition, your truth, your knowing, an awesome guide to know if you are going in the right direction. Keep building this muscle. It is your new ally. So here's a big thing you can do when you hit that wall of fear that starts throwing up all those yeah buts and excuses, all the reasons why it won't work or it can't happen, and it totally crushes the gremlin. Take a deep breath and drop into your heart or your belly and check in. Ask, what is the truth? What is the next step? This is the most effective way to get out of fear. Take an action. Do something. Take a step. Even if it is just to make a list of all the things you could do. Or you could literally take a walk. It puts you in a different space. Even if you don't know what the next step is for sure, you are now out of fear and into doing. The final obstacle that we can run into when we're trying to create change and transformation are when actual physical things start to show up in your body and your world. And I'll tell you guys what, this is where my healing work and all the tools I use in my practice are a game changer for you. Why? Because patterns and density and old stuff can get stuck in your body. When you begin to create new patterns and pathways, it shakes loose that old stuff and it allows the opportunity for you to heal it, which is awesome. Growth and transformation can cause a bit of an upset, but it's all good. Stuff comes up when it's ready to be healed. And when you work with me, we heal it. I find this all the time in my personal work and with clients. It is so good. Even though it might be tough at the time, this is true healing. This is why working with someone like me can allow your work to go deeper and be easier, since you have the support as you work through things. I work with you energetically to allow release, to create flow, and to integrate the transformation and the transformative energies that are happening. Kind of realigns you and balances you, allows you to release the old energy and allow the energy within you to flow with ease. Possibilities open up, you open up, and things get unstuck. Patterns that may have been held deeply, possibly over lifetimes, can now be healed. When you start to do big work, it gets triggered, so to speak. This can show up as a deep resistance. Have you ever wondered why you have never been able to break through or truly transform that one thing that just keeps throwing up a roadblock? This could be part of it. This can totally stop your progress because you can feel it. It's actually there. But working with me can help you release it. These things can be physical things that are painful. They get stuck in actual physical places in your body. Or it could be a pattern of resistance, like your bad habits come back with a fierceness like never before. Or something that you thought was in the past suddenly reemerges, either physical or a pattern. So my work totally helps you clear these things out. And you might start working on something totally unrelated and these things can come up. So you guys, for you to really get through the fears, you have to take steps to go bigger than you've ever dreamed. You have to actually start doing things. You have to start taking steps that bring you closer to what you want. You can't just read the book or go on that retreat or take that e-course. That are all great, that they truly do have the transformation that you need. But if you don't do the work in the quote real world or in your body, you're not going to see results. How many of you have done this, spent tons of money on books, seminars, and retreats, only to find yourself a week later right back in the same old spot? Raise your hand. I'm raising my hand too, by the way. You need to put it into practice in the world and in your body. It can't just happen in your head. And just wishing for it doesn't work either. You have to take steps, actions. It can't wait till you have the perfect amount of time to work on it, or the notebook, or the energy, or the money, or the right house, or the right table, or the right dress, or the childcare, or the less stress, or the perfect body. The work on it has to happen in your real life, in real time, in every thought, action. It's work, it's decisions, it's choices, it's plans. It comes up every day, every minute. And warrior goddesses like you and me show up, stand up, and go for their truth. So, as I told you earlier, I have two important tools for you to share with you at the end. And they are so awesome. I want to share them with you so you can use them right away to begin working toward your luscious life. So, I want to tie up for you how all this we've talked about so far comes together in a powerful way in the programs and healing sessions I offer. And remember, I am going to share that 5-step guide at the end, which is coming up shortly. I know you all have big dreams and desires and the big work that we all need to do as women for ourselves, our loved ones, and the planet. I also know how daunting this can feel. And that's why I know that my 2 signature programs, the 40 Days to Leap and the Find Your Yes, are so needed right now. When you step into work with me, a sacred container is created for that work. It elevates the work to go deeper, faster, and easier than if you were to try it on your own. I've built in systems of support for you to stay on track, to get feedback, to get spiritual and energetic support, as well as real-world practical advice, systems, and solutions. We do it all in these programs. These programs are like having a power tool that accelerates and allows the work to go easier, the potentials to grow, you change, you are braver, you are stronger, you know what you want. You have a plan on how to get there, your point of attraction is clear, the things you want come to you. What all my clients have in common is that they know the support and healing will be deeper and more lasting than if they tried other things or to do it on their own. They know that the support and energy work is what has been missing from all their previous attempts. So let me give you an outline of what my signature program looks like, the 40 Days to Leap. It's for women, but guys are great too. It's for women who are tired of struggling and not stretching into what is possible and repeating the same old patterns that are not creating the luscious life they truly desire. It's designed to create a solid foundation for you to go for what's next, to take that leap with a plan, confidence, support, and tools. When you decide to invest in this program, you'll be held in a sacred space to do your big work. That work could be your health, growing your business, creating new work, breaking down walls holding you back, or designing a luscious life in alignment with your power, passion, and purpose. You are focused, supported, and totally inspired to master your best self. So here are some of the basics. You can see more on my site or set up a call to find out more. Begin with a Kickstart Day. It's a longer day with breaks, like a VIP day, where we lay it all out, all your stuff, and all the plans for our time together and beyond. We initiate the sacred container in a special healing session that is just for you. Then we have weekly calls full of spiritual coaching and healing to stay inspired and keep the momentum going. You'll also send me check-ins by email regularly. You get plenty of energy sessions throughout to support you. There's handouts, workbooks, planning tools, so much stuff to create a structure and momentum for you to be successful. And of course, the 40 days of focus and inspiration to do your big work through all these tools. Focus and inspiration. It's 40 days long because the 40-day time period is so strong. It's not 21 days, it's not 30 days. It's 40 inspiring and dedicated days to work on what you want, to get ready to leap into what's next. I want to let you know this is not an automated course, online course, a book, a video, or whatever. This is me and you in real time doing real healing work. Through the power of Reiki and the technology of Skype or the phone, we can work together from wherever you are. It's one-on-one healing. I'll walk you through the scary stuff. I'll help you make big plans. I'll bring the energy through for you. You'll receive healing and release of what's not serving you, all for the benefit of your goal for the 40 days. Wouldn't it be great to have someone at your side as you do these big, scary things? Wouldn't it be great to have someone to brainstorm with, to share your victories, to hear your gremlins and help you sort them out so they can be banished? To go to your most sacred spaces in healing energy sessions and help you grow this connection, this energy within you, so that you can use it as a powerful tool? Wouldn't it be great to come up with daily practices and routines that help you stay on track and create the real transformation that supports the luscious life you crave? Wouldn't it be awesome to receive energetic support as well as real world support as you create and heal? The 40 days holds powerful space to create powerful, lasting changes. What will you make your luscious life look and feel like? When you decide to invest in you and in the luscious life you crave, the magic begins. And yes, it's just me. So I only take a limited number of clients at a time so that I am fully available to you. And yes, it is for serious people. And don't we all need to get more serious right now, more than ever? It takes dedication, commitment, passion, and a real desire to create the transformation that you know was always yours to start with. Well, it's time, my lovely. Those things we've been talking about, you know them, and you know you have come up against them. The obstacles, the constant reading and classes, the chasing of the next shiny thing. Well, it hasn't been working, has it? How long have you been wanting this? How long have you been banging your head on that same old wall? How long have you struggled with that thing that is keeping you from your luscious life? And the next question you need to ask yourself is, am I ready to have a luscious life? Now is the time. Do the work in real time in the real world with me as your guide. I'd be honored and thrilled. I said I was passionate about women who want to do big work, their heart work. I am. I so much want to help you. We are the ones who will create the change we wish to see. This is my work, helping other women do their big work. Each of us has a special gift, special work, a special offering for ourselves and the world. Let's discover yours, whether it be in the 40-day or 12-week immersion. Because I know you have questions and possibly you don't know where to begin to tease apart these things that aren't working in your life right now, I designed a special 30-minute soul alignment session. It's valued at $75, but I offer it at no cost because it's a powerful way for you to get clarity on some specific things that are out of alignment in your life. And I want you to find out more about my work. I want to help you in a 30-minute soul alignment session. I do them over Skype or the phone. There's no obligation and no cost. We'll look at 3 areas that aren't working for you, and I'll offer some solutions to get clear on what the next steps may be. You can get your questions answered about my immersions and what I do. You're reading this on the slide, but I'm going to read it real quick. I'll use your birthday to give you a current overview of your life and your current year. I use the teaching cards of the tarot deck to illustrate the energy of your year so you can optimize your efforts and really gain an understanding of how to work with these energies. You'll see how you personally view life and the optimum projects to go for in your year ahead. It's an awesome map for the year. You'll know where to put your energy and where to hold back. Like I said, it's offered at $75, but I offer it to you at no cost so that you can get clear and inspired to start achieving the goals you've always dreamed of and ask questions and get to know me more. Cool, huh? This is your big first step. Do it. I'd love to meet you. So I have two things for you right now. Thanks for hanging in there. So we talked about a ton of stuff today, and I appreciate you hanging out with me. First, go to my site. At the bottom of the homepage is an area for you to schedule one of those free soul alignment sessions. That's innerdrop.com. Do that right away. The next thing you need to do is get that 5-step guide. That is also on my site. It has practical tools, posters, and explanations of each of the 5 steps and worksheets so you can start tackling some of those issues we talked about today. Awesome. I love that you joined me today. I shared some big stuff today. Did you have any ahas? Look at your notes. Did you see some things that you do that are keeping you stuck? What can you start to implement? Jot down 3 things right now you can do today to move towards your goal. I know which 2 I would write down. Downloading the guidebook and setting up that 30-minute soul alignment session. That would be a great start. I look forward to meeting you soon. Keep in touch, keep strong, keep going for it like a warrior goddess. Let's take one deep breath together. And now I say to you, namaste, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thanks, warrior goddesses. Go get your freebies. Ciao.